Hey Baddies, and welcome back to the Empowered Baddie Journal. Today, we are diving into the life of one of the most relatable and quietly inspiring characters in Indian cinema, Shashi Godbole from English Vinglish. For those who haven't seen the movie, English Vinglish is the story of Shashi, a sweet and hardworking homemaker from India. She's a
रेड
loving
सफेद
wife
अंडा
and mother.
ये सब तेरे नए डांस क्लास के बाद शुरू हुआ तो क्या तुम्हारा वो झांस डांस
Mom, it is not jazz dance. It is jazz dance.
Who also runs a small ladoo making business. But despite everything she does for her family, she often feels taken for granted. Her biggest insecurity? Her lack of fluency in English. This language barrier becomes a symbol of how underappreciated she feels. Her daughter mocks her husband doesn't take her seriously, and
तुम अंग्रेजी
she
भी ठीक से
starts
नहीं जानती ना
questioning her own worth. But when she travels to New York for her niece's wedding, Shashi's life changes. Completely changes.
हेलो
She secretly enrolls in
English
an
tuition?
English class, slowly gains confidence, and ends up giving a powerful speech that leaves everyone, including her family, in awe. It's a heartwarming story of rediscovering self worth and proving that it's never too late to grow. But here's my question: what if Shashi didn't need that trip to New York to realize her power? What if she embraced her inner baddie right from the start? Today, we are reimagining Shashi's journey, not as a tale of self doubt followed by growth, but as the story of a woman who owned her power through every step of the way. Let's rewrite her narrative, one baddie move at a time. First, let's talk about who is Shashi. Shashi's life looks perfect on the outside. She's running a smooth household, raising her kids, and making laddus that people rave about. But here's the reality: her
Excuse
own
me.
family doesn't
Yes, Shashi.
appreciate her. Remember that scene where her daughter refuses to introduce her to her friends because she feels embarrassed by Shashi's broken English?
You must invite me home soon, Shashi. Then you and I can sit and gossip about these Siamese twins.
Yes, yes, auntie. Please come anytime. Mom, आपको लू जाना था ना? Come.
So nice to meet you, Shashi. Bye. See you soon.
Bye.
Or the time her brother dismisses her laddu business as just a hobby? These moments hit hard because they show how Shashi feels invisible. She's every woman who's ever been told that she's not enough or that her contribution just don't matter. It's heartbreaking but painfully real. Now, don't get me wrong, Shashi has this spark. She's determined, hardworking, and full of love. What she lacks is confidence, and that's where her inner baddie is just waiting to be unleashed. In the movie, Shashi's turning point is when she's sent to the US for her niece's wedding. She's in a completely new environment where she's not just being doubted by her family, but also by her own self. At first, she struggles big time, but then comes the game changer. She
Hello?
secretly enrolls in an
English
English
tuition?
class. Slowly but surely, she learns to stand on her own feet. But let's think about this for a second. Why does Shashi's journey only begin when she is thousands of miles away from home? Why does she need a different city, strangers, and a foreign language to validate her? This is where the baddie mindset comes in. Instead of waiting for Manhattan to happen, a true baddie Shashi would have started her transformation long before stepping on that plane. Here's how a baddie Shashi would have handled things differently, step by step. Number 1, owning her laddu hustle. Shashi
She
wouldn't
was
let her
born to
husband's
make laddus.
dismissive attitude hold her back. Instead, she recognized the potential of her laddu making skills and turned it into a full-fledged business. Imagine this: Shashi sets up an Instagram page, starts branding her laddus as handcrafted happiness, and creates a unique logo. She begins delivering her laddus not just in the locality but across the city using delivery apps. Picture the tagline Shashi Sweets because every bite feels like home. She'd not just sell laddu, she would build a community of loyal customers who love her authenticity and warmth. Number two, standing up for herself. The moment her husband mocks her English, she doesn't stay silent. A baddie Shashi would say, my English may not be perfect, but my heart and hustle are, and I don't need a language to prove my worth. This small moment of standing up for herself would set the tone for the rest of her journey. And number three, prioritizing herself. Instead of being consumed by her family needs, Shashi starts craving out me time. She joins a local community group or takes an online course to improve her skills. It could be anything English, marketing, or even public speaking. The point is, she puts herself first without guilt because she knows that self growth benefits everyone around her and her. Now let's reimagine Shashi's trip to New York as the next chapter of a baddie journey, not the beginning. When she lands in Manhattan, she is already confident and self aware. She
English
walks into
tuition?
that English class
I
not as
can
someone
come
who's
in.
unsure
You
of herself,
may
but as
not.
someone who knows her
Need to
value
ask
and is ready to grow. Instead of being hesitant about her laddu making skills, she shares them with her classmates. By the end of the movie, Shashi doesn't just deliver that iconic English speech at the wedding. Her family doesn't just see her as a mother and a wife, they see her as the boss she's become. So, what can we learn from this baddie version of Shashi? Number one, start before you're ready. You do not need to wait for a perfect opportunity to start your journey. Take small steps forward towards your goals right from where you are. Number two, know your strengths. Shashi's laddus weren't just sweets. They were her superpower. What's yours? Find it, own it, and then use it. Number three, speak up for yourself. Whether it's at home, at work, or in a new environment, don't let anyone diminish your worth. And number fourth, growth is a journey, not a destination. Shashi's glow up wasn't just about learning English, it was about realizing she could grow and thrive on her own terms. Buddies, here's your challenge for this week. Take one step towards your glow up. It could be as simple as signing up for a new class, setting boundaries, or starting that project you've been putting off. Let me know in the comments what did you think of Shashi's baddie journey and who should we do next in our rebranding as Baddies series. Until next time, stay confident, stay empowered, and remember, you are the main character of your story. Bye bye, baddies.